Thank you so much, everybody who was engaging and asking questions and commenting on my last video about how we can have a breakthrough in this spiritual warfare that we're all experiencing right now. And someone asked, what are we supposed to consume? Because I talked lots about being careful about what you're consuming right now in your eyes, what you're listening to, what are you eating. Let me tell you. So that was a really good question because I was like, I got to grab this and make a video right now about it. Okay, I still have a BlackBerry. I don't have a TV. I have touched my first, this is all gifted to me, the iPad and this iPhone. Thank you. Thank you so much for the gifts. I still am not turning it on in that activating it as like my phone and all this kind of stuff. I'm doing everything I can to be really careful about not getting sucked into what they have done. Notice that everybody now is on their phones and you're scrolling all the time randomly. If you listen to my last video, I talked about how that's putting programs in. I won't do it. I will not do it. However, being given the iPhone and the iPad, I've started going online and having to explore. Like the angels told me to get online and share. Okay. And I was like, I don't even know share what. But now, as I'm being exposed to the consumer world of the social media, like, wow, you're exposed to so much. And it freaks me out in a lot of ways, knowing that it's like endless what programs are in people's minds these days. But I'm really careful. However, I did have an example where I was like, wow, I can relate to what people are going through. Because when TikTok came out and I went on there my first time, all of a sudden 4 hours went by and I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that much time. I was like, never again. No. So now I'm conscious, I'm mindful. I'm very careful about who I'm looking at, and I set a timer for like 20 minutes. And here's what I noticed. You're drained, whether you even think you watch something entertaining. It makes you foggy because now there's all this stuff in there. Here's what I realized they've also done. They have taught you have a goldfish mind. What's a goldfish mind? A goldfish only has a memory of like 5 seconds. So it will forget that it ate and it'll continue to eat till it dies. Okay? So here's what they're doing with shorts and all these small videos. Like, it's too quick. Your brain, like, you're not going to have an attention span. That's why people probably don't even stay through. Stay with me, because you probably can't even stay in tune with something that's wise. You're asking me what to consume. Be really mindful about if you're letting something in your eyes and in your ears, that it's serving you. What does that mean? That it's like teaching you something about how to be wiser, how to be more conscious, how to be more in tune, how to be more calm, how to be more balanced, and start paying attention to your gut. Like, I created a wellness planner. Go on Amazon. It's called Just for Today Wellness Planner. And it's designed for this because it's what I do every day. Like, set your intention in the day. Then it's got a section for some goals. Your goal could simply be, I'm going to rest today. Then it's got a gratitude section and then a self-love checklist boxes at the end. It's simple. Like, did you drink water? Did you stay still? Did you go into nature? Did you consume these things? Did you connect with somebody today? Send a shout out that I love you and I'm thinking of you. Did you, these simple things. I put together a wellness planner on Amazon called Just for Today Wellness Planner. You can even just type in Jenny Janvo and you'll find my book on Amazon. I'm so proud of it and I really just made it for me and then realized, wow, we all need this. Because I was tired of putting all my notes on just like 1,000 different notes. I wanted it in a book. It's so helpful. So that's that. So Jenny Janvo, if you want to find it on Amazon, I probably could put the link in the description or comments or something like that too. I've got so much to learn. Again, brand new to all of this, but want to help you consume Positivity. And I call myself positively random because if you haven't noticed by now, I just jump on here and intuitively from my heart share love and light because I want us all to rise and shine. I know we're in a spiritual warfare. I know that they're doing everything to try and knock you down, and I just want to lift you up. Lift you up. High five, high five, high five. You got this. You got this. What else do you consume? Watch what you watch. Listen what you're listening to. What you're listening to. Do you know what can you listen to that's going to help you? Affirmations. Listen to affirmations. Listen to mindset. Type in, like, if you're going to Google something, you're going to look at something mindfully. Say, motivation, inspirational, keywords that are going to bring you something worth consuming. Program the right way so that you can rise and shine. And eating, oh my goodness, the last 5 years I have cut out completely gluten and sugar. Let me tell you, what a transformation. I used to think I had severe anxiety, I had this, that, and the other thing. That's sugar. Gluten kills your gut. There's so many people that are having all kinds of diagnosis with like irritable bowel and gut diverticulitis, this, that, and the other. They were trying so hard to diagnose me, and that was my pinnacle turning point. I went, you know what? If I break a bone or if I cut myself, it heals. And I'm pretty sure if I figure out what my body needs, it will heal itself. So don't try and give me a med and give me a diagnosis when there's gotta be another way. I'll come back to you, last resort. Never had to go back. I healed everything. I went to a naturopath, go to a naturopath. Naturopaths, why? Because doctors are drug dealers. They don't mean to be, they're trained to be. Naturopaths know and go into it with the intention to literally, like, my naturopath goes, like, I'll be out of business if you don't refer me because I'm not going to see you again. My goal is not to have you come back, but rather heal yourself, right? And so after years, he was like, give me 3 weeks. And it wasn't, he goes, it's not me, it's you. I'll tell you what your body needs and you do the work and watch your body heal. Wow. Okay, sign me up. That doesn't mean it was easy to cut out sugar, my friends. Beautiful souls. It's an addiction and they've got it in everything for a reason, okay? It is so killer, unbelievable. Takes away all of your energy. Like, I have sustained energy now, like where before I used to go all day excited about going to bed. That's how I got through my day. I was like, I get to sleep in a minute. But you know what? You don't have to feel that way. Your energy and your vibration can be lifted. And it's not sugar that gives you that lift. I'm sorry, that's a facade. What a lie. I used to put 6 sugars in a medium tea, and I would do that every couple hours. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I cut it out. I cut it out. And you want to play with it? This is exactly how you learn. It doesn't mean you can do it overnight. But you cut it out for a couple of days. Cut it out for a week. Then give her. Pound the sugar. You will feel it. Then really pay attention. That's why I have that wellness planner. Your food and how you respond to it. So he had me tracking every couple of days. Go on, go off. Go on. Wow. You start to recognize what you thought, because I did. I thought everything was normal. What else did I know? You don't know. You don't know till you know. When you know, you can do better. So then I was like, wow, okay, this is transformational. And then eventually it just became that I felt so good that it did not matter if consuming that was going to taste good for 5 seconds for me to feel like crap for a week and have to get that balance back. What a transformation. The gluten, same thing. Cut it out. It does no, and here's the thing. Apparently, it's because they transformed the grain, of course, and made sure that it causes us illness. So, and makes it make it the most affordable and make it the most popularized in all consumption for a reason. So if you're aware though, and you cut it out, like, don't eat pasta and pizza, really difficult, because it also has agents in it that make you not feel full necessarily. And so you can overconsume it, where pay attention, have a salad. You can't eat an entire bowl of salad. At some point, your body's like, oh, I'm good. right? Ooh, pay attention, attention. So fun when you start to like become conscious. This is that mindfulness piece. You can totally transform your life if you start to be aware of how what you're consuming in all facets are truly affecting you. Okay? This is even to say, where do you go? What people do you hang around with? What environments are you in? Pay attention to how you're consuming things that you're not even aware of. Like when I was in the city, I knew I needed silence. I knew I needed nature. I was always going for road trips to go and find nature. But in the background, I could always hear the buzz, the hum. There was a frequency. Like now I understand it because I learned about energy and frequencies. But back then, I just knew there was something missing. Like, this is too much. What is bugging me? And it's the lights, it's the amount of people, it's the consumption, it's they got vibrations going everywhere on purpose, and constantly keeping like things consumption, novelties all around. And pay attention to how back in the day they used to have to do extensive marketing, right? They'd have to get a group together, have everybody try the product, ask what their opinions are so they knew what to sell. Do you realize now that they've got everybody on their phone scrolling all of the time, clicking like, telling them what to feed us? Like, and pay attention. Here's a fun fact. Who was the first one who gave a free radio to everyone back in the day to keep them informed? And was really, really honored for it. And then he killed millions of people, like, and convinced people to turn against each other and do that. Paying attention started with an H, ILTAR. Yeah, because, and here's how I know about that, because it was my Opa who was in that war. And who, when I was a kid and I'm starting to learn about this and I'm telling him what happened, and he was like, but that's not the way it was. That's not the way it was. Like he of course was brainwashed and had to accept that it was all crap. Kind of where we're at today. History repeats itself, someone said. So consumption, do you see it? Can you feel it? Do you understand how important it is that you love yourself enough to have the discipline to don't do it. Don't eat that. Don't watch that. Don't listen to that. Don't believe that. Choose to be like, no, I'm not going to fall for it. Instead, I'm going to choose to think, feel, be, do more that truly lights me up inside. Because then you're living in your reality and not the one that you're consuming. Get it? Got it? Good. Okay. So, of course, I could talk for hours about this. So, if you're not already following me, please subscribe, leave a comment, ask a question. I really love to know how we're all experiencing this journey we call life as a soul, having this human experience and being here at a time where we get to experience this spiritual warfare. We get to go between the darkness and the light and bring more light into this darkness. That's what we're here for. Together is how we rise. There's billions of us and there's only 1%. A little minuscule. I don't know if you ever watched the Disney movie, I think it was Ants or something, but it has the grasshoppers and the ants, okay? Do you remember at one point the grasshoppers were all like, they can't know because there's billions of them and there's only so many of us. They can't know that if they come together. They can't know that if they clue in, if they get wise, that we're stooped. We can't do nothing because they have all the power. But don't let them know that. Remember? Yeah, you remember. We got this. We got this because here's the cool part. We are a soul and we're connected to the other side. And so the other side is with us too. And they really want to help us. They really want to guide us. But if we're distracted, If we're on these stupid things, that's why I still have a BlackBerry, because, and everyone in my life, my soul family knows, don't let it be where if it dings, you're letting it distract you. Because if you are in a moment with someone, if you're having a conversation, that bothers me. Anyone that's with me, we don't do that. If it dings, you're not allowing that to disrupt this connection. We're having a connection. I would never let the phone be a distraction. Never. Because back in the day, we genuinely connected. And that is a pinnacle part of our soul's necessity. If we don't have connection, you're dying inside. You're dying, and you know that. You desire connection all of the time, but they have taught you that, oh, you're supposed to find the one. Go find the one is you. Find yourself. That's all you need. That's the one. You're the one. And when you do that, and you start to really put forth the consciousness, the mindfulness to make sure that each day you're doing whatever you can to live your best life, whatever that means to you. It means going back to the drawing board and going, okay, wait a minute. If all of this is crap, what do I really want in this world? And design it. Figure it out. Have fun. Use your imagination. That's what it's actually for. Not watching movies and allowing it to fill your imagination. So, I think my battery is going to go, so I have to wrap this up. But again, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm wishing everyone so much love and light as we rise and shine. Much love. Much love.